the audio. I want to start streaming. And I want to go to the watch page. Hello everybody, I hope you all can hear me and see me. I will be with you in a few seconds. I know you see me, but I want to pop out my chat and say hello to everyone tonight. I had made the notification that I would not be streaming tonight due to death in my family, but I'm able to stream because I haven't gone anywhere yet. So, yeah, I've been receiving text messages and private messages. I haven't gone anywhere yet, so the arrangements are for Monday, and I'll be flying out Saturday with my daughter, so I'm not driving all the way. So that makes a lot of people happy. And as soon as my internet straightens up and quits fluctuating, I'm going to try to get my chat on board. There it is. Okay, are we live, people? Hey, I don't know who was first. I think Char was first, Bob Kaler, Diego at Diego, Petsotics. We got Chewy LTD in the house. I'm going to try to read some of the chat. Angie, we got Scott Fancytail Aquatics. Yes, thank you all so much. It hadn't really hit me yet. My family is grieving, and I've had my moments, but when I get there and see her, of course, reality is going to hit me. But I also have been praying that God would be my strength so that I can be strong for some of the other family members. We got Kim Fisher in the house. Hello, Kim. Good to have you in the house tonight. Welcome to the fish room. I didn't do my intro. I just came right on in. If my audio is overmodulating, let me know and I can turn it down a little bit, because on my meter it's hitting red. So, and I'm speaking normal. And no, I don't have my Fish Fam Mom apron on tonight because it's too hot. Sorry, Bob. And probably would be a good idea to put my hat on. Char says sending lots of love. Thank you. Yeah, you didn't see the notification. I have a community tab on my YouTube channel now. When you get 1,000 subscribers, you get a community tab. So I had posted it there, and I had posted it in Facebook on my page, SLC Aquatics. But that's okay. I'm available. I'm awake. And my stream is fluctuating. It's probably jagging on your all's end too. I'm going to give it a few minutes. If it keeps dropping signal, I may start over. Reboot my computer. Audio's fine. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob. Mad Dogs TV. Goodness. Hi. How are you doing? Good to see you. Hey, fish lovers. Bob says I look great. No worries. Thank you, Bob. Man, you got that tub up so fast outside after that tornado hit, and Vanessa's in the house. Ness MSA. Hey, Vanessa. But anyway, Bob, you got that tub up really fast, and that wisteria is growing crazy. Have you figured out, did you put, what kind of fish did you put back in it? I think you said something about some minnows, but I'm not sure what you put in there. No problems with the picture here. Good. I've started pushing my streams bit rate a little bit more, and sometimes I get a better connection. The wonderful world of YouTube is a great aspect in the world today. Nothing like a fishy meeting online. That's true. You know, last Thursday and Friday I did all of my water changes, and some of y'all saw my update that I posted, and I'm so glad. Trying to get my views back up. Thank you, Diego, for my website. I need to get back on there and update some things. I have one more payment, and then the page is mine, and then I'll be paying Millie, my consultant, a small monthly fee because she's actually hosting me through one-on-one. And Scott, you said in hosting or something like that is who you went to. Bob hit 500 today. Congratulations, Bob. I'm so excited. It is exciting. And if Jess Granny's in here, I think she hit 100. Congratulations to her. World Aquarium Singapore. Well, I'm honored to have you with us in the house tonight. Thank you so much. And World Aquarium Singapore is an import company, I do believe, export company, export. And y'all can check out his channel. Kaylor says, oh, I haven't got it out from under the trees yet. That last video was done the day before the tornado. Oh, still no tub, but hope they free it up tomorrow. Oh, I'm so sorry, Bob. Oh, you had a whole lot of water wisteria. Did you save any of the water wisteria that was all over your deck? Spoiled fish is in the house. Hey, hoping that my friend from Singapore can drop in. He did, Chewy. Hi, World Aquarium Singapore. Thank you, Chewy, for sharing that information with them. I wanted to welcome them specially to the stream tonight. I'm Susan for SLC Aquatics. I'm a little guppy breeder here in central Alabama in the United States, and I also have 125 goldfish, 125 gallon common goldfish pond on the porch. And everybody, I guess you saw in the video the fry that I have in the 40-gallon tub out there. And I have a surprise baby goldfish from the spring spawn that undoubtedly the egg went into the DIY filter that I have. And when I moved it from the 125 over to the 40, I didn't know it had any goldfish eggs in it. Man, trying to understand WordPress to get my site going is something else. InMotion hosting. Okay, I'm not familiar with InMotion hosting, but if you have the plugin Divi, D-I-V-I, or any other plugin that gives you a what you see is what you get plugin with WordPress, see, that's the only way I can do WordPress. I have a class, I haven't started it yet, on HTML and all of these other programs that goes with writing and creating websites. So Scott, I'll be glad to help you even after the stream tonight. But if you want to go live or something, let me know. Yep. Congratulations all the way around. Bob Kaler's Aquatics says, no tornado took the fish, water, no. Tornado took fish, water, plants, wood, everything. Oh, that's a terrible, terrible loss, Bob. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I could send you some hornswort and some Java moss. I might be able to send you a piece of water wisteria. Nice tanks in the background. Thank you, World Aquarium Singapore. I'll do a spin around here in a minute. My 55 is still bare with one grand angelfish in there swimming around and 3 koi cats. Matter of fact, their barbels are doing better. Their mouths are healing. So whatever was going on in the substrate, I've cleaned it better and the water's cleaner. Ness at MSA says, seen some fry in one of the ponds. Excited to see all of the new fish at the end of summer. Yeah, and here in Alabama, we have another, we just entered the summer season here. And the only problem I've had is having to do more water changes in the goldfish tub due to the high temperatures. And you know, they come up, and my biggest goldfish is orange and white, and she eats out of my hand now. I'm so excited. Chewy says, I have a few friends in Asia being members of the Asian Guppy Club, and it is understanding Russians that is the problem. My Asian friends speak English. Yes, understanding Russian is different. I don't understand Russian either. World Aquarium Singapore says, hi all people, support Chewy as he helps me a lot. That's awesome. Thank you, Chewy. Chewy's excellent. And one day, Chewy, I promise, with the Lord being my helper, I'm going to get my interview questions together, and we're going to interview you and do an audio interview like you suggested. Okay, let me catch up. Madfish Diva says, I used to build websites. Things have changed so much. Now what you see is what you get is the way to go now. And I used to write HTML and CSS. I used to do some HTML when, believe it or not, Char, I don't know if you ever heard of it, AOL Press. And I used AOL Press from AOL, of course, and created the church's first website. And it has a what you see is what you get platform to it, but then you can switch it over to the HTML section of it, and that's where I kind of self-taught myself. And I'm going to turn my laptop a little bit so that Vinoski's in the house. Hey, Vinoski. Susan had plenty of plants on the inside tanks, and we'll restock from there when I get a tub set up. But thanks for your kind offer so much. Oh, okay, great, Bob. Thank you, Diego, for sharing my Zazzle store. Bob and Daryl Deemer have been recipients lately of some of the gifts because on Patreon they are, well, Bob is one of my highest pledgers that supports Susan for SLC Aquatics. Thank you again, Bob at Kaler's Aquatics. And I did treat Daryl due to some of the moderating work that he was doing for me a couple months ago. He's gotten extra busy helping other areas, and I do believe that Mr. B's and Angie, aka Mrs. B, has received stickers and a coffee mug due to the couples live stream we did. They were the winners of our couples live stream in February. Fancy Tail Aquatics says, well, after paying so much for the domain, hosting, and all the other costs, Divi is another $80 a year for what you see is what you get. Don't think WordPress would have a free version, googly moogly. Yep, and I know you have your domain, Um, yep, all of those overhead costs, it'll catch up after a while with your sales and things once you get it set up. Eager to hear that interview. Love geeking about talking about fish with Chewy. Yeah, me too. I can just sit there and read his documents over and over again. I tried it on, oops, I got to catch this, y'all. Let me back it up. Eager to hear that interview. Okay. Pet Sonic says, I tried it on the cheap too. Maybe that's why I didn't like it. I do wish you the best and I hope it works for you. Yeah, the best thing to do there, Scott, is to get a DIY. What you see is what you get program. And because I am not savvy on HTML, but and CSS, but we'll get working with you. Angelo's in the house. Hey, Angelo. Let's see. There's Jess Shrimp Granny. Hey, I'm back in the chat. Hey, Jess. Congratulations on your 100 subs. Waiting for our next geek out. World Aquarium Singapore. Fantastic community here. Yes, thank you. And I'm going to show you some of my oops guppies that are, some of them are breeding true. I'm calling them, what did I call them, guys? Yellow tiger mosaics. So let me clear the way and back my chair up. I don't have any other cameras connected but my laptop tonight, so sorry about that, guys. I took my webcam over to the church, and when I get another video capture device, then I'm going to bring my webcam back. I don't know how well you're going to see that, but gee golly, it's not very good. Maybe you'll be able to blow my video up and get a good look at it. Where am I? I got to slide my chat. World Aquarium Singapore. Then we have Aquatic Express. Hey, Donald. How many guppies do you have now, Donald? I bet you have hundreds. Oh, and I got to get with Chris. I forget what Chris's channel tag is. He wants some more snails. His system crashed, I think. So I'm going to send him some ram's horn, some pond snails, and some bladder snails. Yeah, that's what I'm going to send him. And the snails that grow over in my crayfish tank are the biggest brown ram's horns I've ever seen. They're absolutely beautiful. My Cory cats are spawning. I have a new baby over there in the 25. Chewy says, yes, it's interesting. The videos that World Aquarium Singapore puts up, it shows a lot of Asian stock of fish and how Singapore has big public fish farms. Yep. I found a new piece today, Jess said. You did? What did you find? Lone survivor or new growth, Bob says. Hi, Daryl. I missed it. Got to catch up. Lone survivor or new growth. Thanks again, Chewy, for a shout out. And Kayla Aquatics is sharing my Instagram link. Thank you so much, Bob. Hey, Yolanda, PEMG Hustle Woman Aquatics is in the house. Why is your mod status gone? I got you. All right, Angelo says, hi, Susan. Hi, Angelo. I'm behind in chat. I'm actually traveling to work here in Singapore. It's 7:31 a.m. Well, good morning to you. Jess says, new growth, lone survivor in that tank. It's doing better in 2 other tanks. Great. Mr. Bees and Fish and Things. Hey, Brandon. Pet Sonic says, I had the free version of WordPress, but I also have a friend in the web developing business who helps me set it up. Yep, that's what we all need, Diego, is friends. I pay for mine also. It's not free. But anyway, Scott and I were going to work out some deals. Pet Sonic's Fancy Tail Aquatics. We can talk more offline later about the website and with you too. Thanks. Madfish Diva says, please remember to hit the like button. Oh, please hit my like button. I can't do it without you. Oh, you know I'm tired when I get silly. Fancy Tail Aquatic says, I just had my first mystery snails hatch today. Let me see. No. I'm trying, guys. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. I'm here. I don't know if you all got me or not. I'll be there in a second. Did it pick me back up? I have a tub set up just for them. Small swimming pool, really. Thank you. This is my 29, my 30 gallon. 30 gallon? 29? I'm good. Okay. Yeah, you know, these laptops that have these internal correction software, it said there was a problem. It wanted to gather some more information. It did a quick reboot, and I was able to come back. Ooh, I'm boosting almost to 5,000 bit rate, back down to 3,000. I'm good. You're back. See you. I use crushed oyster shells as well, Scott says. Yes, there was a drop just now. I can hear you. All right, great. Where were we? I think I was talking about snails. Maybe. Were we talking about snails? And the fish behind me, World Aquarium Singapore, is my mud guppies that are mixed from blue-green Moscows and half-moon mosaics. And that was an accident that happened last summer in my summer tubbing. And these fish came out so hardy. They're about 3 inches in length. They have robust bodies. They have delta tails, and they have cobra patterns, which are a little weak, so I'm trying to strengthen the cobra pattern. They are metalheads, and the F2s gave me 2 mint green, well actually probably 3 or 4 mint green males, but their bodies were shorter, and I think that's due to not enough frequent water changes, and probably need more live food in their diet. And I know water changes has a lot to do with body length, and I don't think water movement does, but if water movement does, you let me know. Scott, I just started using crushed oyster shells in my rack breed out tanks. And thanks for the updates. Fantastic. All right. Thank you for sharing my website again, Bob. And there is a resource page on there. I want you all to visit the resource page. It does invite you. There's a pop-up. So if you have a pop-up blocker, you won't see it. But if you don't have a pop-up blocker, you will receive an invitation to register your email with slcaquatics.org. And when I do get a email sent out or a newsletter for any updates, I want to start doing a newsletter with articles from all of you all. And I think Chewy Ltd would really be a blessing if he would send an article. I'm inviting Chewy Ltd to send an article for my first newsletter that I probably will publish in September. And my self-cloning crayfish is doing well. I lost a lot of the juvenile girls, and I think she was actually eating them. And I was told that you could raise them together, but you know, every livestock is different. You have to pay attention to what you're feeding them. You have to pay attention to the water changes. Crayfish are very dirty creatures, crustaceans, so you do have to do frequent water changes, and you have to be careful not to overfeed them. Her second drop has diminished severely. She had over 50 babies, and I'm looking, sometimes it's hard to see any of them. They hide so well, but I've got 2 of the juveniles still living that I know of, and her second brood, they're still like a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch in size, and most of them are white. I do have a shallow 3-gallon tub with maybe a gallon of water in it that's for my betta fish who has he has organ failure. I believe it's called pine coning. I added air and I added a heater, lowered the water level, added plants, put his log in there, and he is doing so much better. I mean, he's swimming around. He's able to come to the surface without much effort. I did give him some green pea. His bowels are moving, but of course his abdomen is severely swollen. It has come down some. So I'm watching him. He seems to be a happy little camper. And my 5-gallon up on the top's empty with live plants, so I keep putting food in there to keep the plants nourished. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. One of your twig catfish died. I'm so sorry. World Aquarium Singapore. Chewy says, oh goody, I have some research to do then. Madfish Diva, anybody in the chat tonight, I really want you to submit to score48@yahoo.com any article that you would like to be put in the newsletter for September, any photos of your fish, and please with your photo include the content ownership, what breed the fish is, or what is in the picture, plants, substrates, livestock, whatever's in it, and I want to give proper accolades to where it came from. It must be your own art. It cannot be copywritten art. And everyone in the chat tonight, and I want you all to document that this is July the 2nd, 2019. Please submit your articles to score48@yahoo.com, and please, in the subject line, please put September newsletter. And I just am excited about writing my first newsletter for my webpage. I'm surprised you turned a pine cone fish around. I have never been able to save any. I'm not saying he's still bloated, but he's happy and he's eating. Believe me, he will eat like crazy. But he's still a little pine coned, and his color is kind of faded. But I do need to do a water change, and I'm going to do a water change before I leave. I'm surprised he's still living too. I actually thought after putting him in there I was going to lose him. But he picked up, he perked right up. He hides in his log. He sees me come over to the tub, and he comes swimming out, and he's begging for food. So I'm going to feed him till his last day. Chewy says, can we send in artwork with artist's permission? Of course. But put the artist's name, and I will post it that it says with permission. That's what I'll do. Thanks, Chewy. Hey, Rob93, how you doing, Daddy? Rob93 is a new daddy. So congratulations, Rob. I did hear that, didn't I? Do I have you mixed up with somebody else? Ooh, that would be terrible, wouldn't it? All right, let me spin around a little bit more. I have that is another 5-gallon right there with my pink veiltail betta in it, and sometimes you'll see him swimming around. Can you type on screen the link again for the article submission? It's right here, honey. Email score48@yahoo.com, and I can type it in the chat so that you can have it. And I'm excited that World Aquarium Singapore, you are interested in submitting an article. I appreciate that. PetSonic says, holy moly, I just remembered tomorrow's PetSonic's 6th-year anniversary. Look for humongous discounts website-wide at www.petsonics.com. Congratulations, Diego, 6th anniversary. That's wonderful. Ness says, we all good here. Maple Street is moving tanks around right now. I'm watching. LOL. Give Brandon our love. Jess says, pine coning in bettas usually indicates organ failure. True. The Daphnia will help scrape the junk out of his system and help with the bloating. Okay, can it be freeze-dried Daphnia? I know I'm fluctuating signal again. Sorry. Did I grunt out loud? I sure did. But I got to get close enough to read. Thanks, Susan. You're welcome, World Aquarium Singapore. And in the email, please give me at least your first name so that I can call you something besides World Aquarium Singapore. And everybody shows love for love. And what we mean by love for love is you check out each other's channel, you subscribe, you hit the notification bell, and if there's content, you watch a video or two and leave a comment and share. That's how we show love for love here in the Fish Fam community. Oh, I have a problem, guys. I still want to come to Aquatic Experience in October, but I no longer have a connection in Virginia that will help me get there. So I reached out to Corona Ken, and if anybody else, Bob, Kaler, or any of you all are going to New Jersey in a vehicle, let me know, and we'll split gas and room and board and just have a hoot in the car together. Be right back. Okay, Yolanda. You know Maple likes working in the fish room. Ha ha ha. Yep. You want to team up on an article? World Aquarium Singapore. That sounds good. Whoop, whoop, 6 years. Congrats. Chewy, thanks all. Maple says, hello, Susan. Thank you, Vanessa. Yeah, use freeze-dried Daphnia. Okay, I'm going to get me some. Diego at Petsotics, do you carry freeze-dried Daphnia? I need some. ASAP. Crystal's Pets and Plants. Hey, Crystal, how you doing? Brandon and la. Bob is sharing my Patreon account. Yes, for $1 a month, you can be a Patreon of Susan for SLC Aquatics, and that keeps my website going. Patreon's basically set up for my website. It is to support my website, but it also can help support me in the hobby because I am a Patreon of 4 accounts, and so, you know, my money goes out, so I need money to come in. So thank you. And Char, if you have created that GoFundMe account for DPK Aquariums, would you also share that in the chat tonight? Because I don't have the link, and I would love for the community to help support DPK Aquatics or Aquariums. I'm sorry, DPK. And he's needing some help getting on his feet after a very bad car accident his family went through, and they are having to live with injuries that are lifetime injuries. So I know disability will come later, but right now they need bills to be paid. They need help, you know, with keeping their lights on, etc. So if we can help, let's do that as a fish community as well. We want to congratulate Caleb. Candy Overhaul's son rang the second bell of his cancer treatment, so he is free from treatments right now, and he is in total remission, and he is our hero. Did I miss Evie One? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Jess says she might be able to go if I can split room calls. Of course, we want to split everything. Donald's Fish Vibes, what's going on? Hey, Donald. Thanks for coming into the live stream tonight. Valley Fish is in the house. Hey. Oh, good to have you. Oh, Denny's Fish Tanks. Hey, Denny. Welcome to the fish room with Susan for SLC Aquatics. Char says, I'm still working on the details. I'll post a video soon. Okay, Char, thank you so much. We just want to make you aware so that when the GoFundMe account goes live, we need your participation. Chris, to those who can. Crystal says, hello. And my Kansas brother. Jess says, DPK made me a logo to celebrate 100, and I made him let me pay for it. Good. I'd love to help that GoFundMe too. Wonderful, Jess. World Aquarium Singapore says, hi, Chewy. I can provide pictures, but you can provide the content because I think you are way more experienced than me. That's great. Teamwork. That's what it's all about. Nice background, Susan. Thank you. Love your room setup, tanks, and artwork. Thank you. Yes, everybody takes care of me. River Life and Bob Kaler and my husband did the SLC Aquatics banner for me for Christmas. River Life donated the fish tube. My husband did the Fish Fam Mom plaque. I bought my own clock at Zazzle.com. And there's more artwork all around that Priscilla MK Art. I have some of her art up. I have some banners from Flip Aquatics. I have some art from Matthew Moore's daughter, his little mermaid. I have a postcard from Darcy. I have my calendar from Jadrin Aquatics, the Fish Fam calendar. I have art from Michael's, oh boy, Freshwater Fish Freak. His dad did some art. I'll give you a spin around here in a few minutes. Remember to hit the like button. Thank you, Char. Get with me about the details for AE. I have a minivan with 15 cup holders. All right, Jess, thank you so much. Send me an email, Jess, at score48@yahoo.com, right here. Send me an email so I have your email, and we'll chit chat. I still want to know if the Fish Fam or the Fish Tube folks are getting in free. I think getting into Aquatic Experience is going to be free for us if we submit our ticket or whatever. I forget how it's done. And I believe it's October the 11th and the 12th, but it's on my website at slcaquatics.com. Check it out. Yes, DPK does amazing art. My logo is done by DPK. And Denny's Fish Tanks is saying hi. Taylor says, I need a logo badly. Maybe he can do one for me. I've heard he is awesome. Yes, I think 40% of all of the Fish Fam community's logos were done by DPK, Carlos. There's other artists in the family, in the community, so I don't want to take away from anyone else who's doing logos. So if you know of anyone else doing logos, you can post them at any time. We share things. I am not, I don't get my feelings hurt if you share a video link or a website or something. Those of you that are new, I appreciate if you ask permission first. Those that are mods already know the rules. They've already have permission to post whatever links that they can post. Crystal says, hey Susan, are you going to Aquashella in Chicago? No, I'm not going to make Aquashella in Chicago yet. It's very difficult. You know, I'm on a budget, and I also work full-time for my church. And this week I'll be flying out due to my sister's death. So too many leaves. I gotta settle in. And Jess Shrimp Granny, I'm not sure if I can be released to go to Aquashella yet. I mean, Aquatic Experience. I've put in my request to leave, so it hasn't been approved or denied yet. So just want to let you know that I want to go. This is my third year, I think, in the fish hobby with the YouTube guys. So I want to make it this year, even if it's for a couple days. Thank you. Yes, I want to get there early to help set up too. Char says her logo's from DPK. Kaylor, hit him up. He's great. Thank you again, Scott at Fancy Tail Aquatics, for sharing my website. Daryl says I should make it to Aquashella in Chicago. Great. Who else is going to Aquashella in Chicago? Isn't that in August? Nessa said, sorry for your loss, Susan. Prayers. Thank you, Vanessa. We're going to need them. I have, I'm 700 and something miles away from my family. So they've been going through this since Saturday. And my mom, I talked to today. She's 87 years young. And she's doing fairly well. She has her moments. And, but she said my brother-in-law is a basket case right now. Chewy says Sam Scales, pronounced Fish Scales, is on YouTube. and he is the artist for the upcoming American Cichlid Association convention. He is also a volunteer at the San Diego Zoo in their reptile area. Awesome. Yes, Chewy has shared some of Sam's art with me, and it is phenomenal. Scott says, my budget is blown on Tampa Bay to film fish rooms in August. Teehee. I get one budget a year. Scott, I feel you. Until you grow and the income keeps coming in and bills are getting paid and your name's getting out there and your store's picking up. Yep. It's going to happen, Scott. Hang in there. At least you get once a year. Daryl says, would love to go to AE again, but it's 16-hour drive and was expensive last time. Yeah, you went to Dallas, didn't you? Texas. And this one's in Chicago. Sorry about that. Jess says, I'm going to Chicago. It's in September now. Okay. Crystals, pets, and plants. I'm planning on going to Aqua in Chicago. So they moved the Aquatic Express to September instead of October. Boy, I haven't been getting the updates. I was until the date changed, and I have a wedding that week, but trying to work it out. Okay, Char. Nyland's Fish Tanks. Hey, Nyland, how you doing? Who needs a roommate? I need a roommate for Aquatic Experience, if I can still go. Shelby Ray. Hey, Shelby. Love you, darling. Everybody in the live stream tonight has been asked to send an article to score48@yahoo.com for my September newsletter that will be coming out, and only non-copyright art, and make sure the article is your own or has the proper references to it. Like I got it off of the fishtalk.com website, blah, blah, blah. You know, proper accolades have to be given to other people's material, but if you wrote it yourself, make sure you said written by Shelby Ray. Hey, Yvonne, Yolanda, welcome back. Dee's in the house. Hey, Dee, down the wormhole. Hey, Dee. Good to see you, sweetheart. Daryl says Aquashella is just over 3 hours from me. Oh, okay, Daryl. They moved Aquashella. Okay. So Aquatic Experience is still in October. Okay. Shelby Ray says, hi to Jess. Chewy says, I will post it on the stream after done. Won't allow me to post links. No, you don't have mod right now, Chewy. But thank you after the stream. Leave it in comments. Thank you so much. Fancy Tail says score48@yahoo.com. Thank you. All right. It's after 7. I know I got started late. I promised a tour. Okay. So hang on to your seats. We're doing a spin. Okay, as you see, this is my door that you come in. There's my apron hanging on the door, my calendar, Fish Fam calendar, my artwork from Matthew Moore's Little Mermaid. That is some of Priscilla MK's art right there. There's her, yeah, y'all know what that is. I do too. Right now I'm tired. This is my 10-gallon aquarium right here. Ooh, this is hard. Right here. This is my 10-gallon with my self-cloning crayfish. This is my 25 with some bent spine guppies and some Corydoras. I had my gold gourami in there, but he passed away. There's my fish tube. There's my Fish Fam Mom plaque. There's my 5-gallon aquarium right here with Rosebud in it somewhere. He's a pink veiled tail betta. There's my clock. There's my rack with an empty 5-gallon on the top with live plants. The middle tank is a 10-gallon tank with a breeding trio of my yellow tiger mosaics. They have a drop of fry in there growing out that are about 3 weeks old. Not sure if rumor that AE is in its last year is true or not. Yeah, Daryl, I really want to make it this year. Thank you, Bob. An interview with Sam Scales filmed by Peck Tech. Thank you. AE is October 12th and 13th. Okay, Jess, thank you. Down the wormhole, D says, yes, good to be here. Just cooking room is looking good. Thank you, sweetheart. Shelby says, I keep hearing that, Daryl, that this will be their last expo. Yep, that's why I really feel like I need to make it this year. Okay, hold on, guys. All right, there's my rack. That's my filing cabinet with my foods on it. Behind me is the 29 that has my yellow, what am I calling? Yellow tiger Moscows in it. And my beautiful poster, SLC Aquatics. No, I'm not drunk. I have the hiccups. Over here is my 55-gallon. And as you all see, I don't have much stock in it because I will be stocking it with what I want. I sold a lot of my stock a couple weeks ago or a month ago. I sold my dad angel. I sold my paradise fish. And I sold my red shoulder Severum, which I miss now that he's gone. But I do have my grand angel. Come here, baby. Here. Come on. Come on, so the people can see you. Come on. And I have a trio of corridors in there. And here is my half moon mosaic 20-gallon with a yo-yo loach named Henry. Oh, y'all can't see that. Hold still. Okay. Yo-yo loach Henry right here that I got from CJ Black. She rehomed him. These are my half moon mosaics. They are very prolific. I have ram's horn snails in here. I have a school of peppered corridora in here, and this is the mama. I don't know if you see her or not, but she is almost 4 inches long. It is the largest corridora I've ever seen. Okay. Rainbow fish. Yep. But I was trying to think of the name. Boswani? I'm tired. I heard they're going to move. AE. I love that Fish Fam Mom plaque. Thank you, Shelby. Hubby did that for me. Bob, his channel is Scales Life. Thank you, Chewy. Char says, I wish they would come closer to me, Jess. Yes, Char. I do too. I was very surprised how many attended Aquashella in Dallas, Daryl said. Jess says, oh, think Aquashella's gonna be more fun. AE is kind of a corporate vibe. Yeah, Shelby. Aw. Madfish Diva. I think so too, Jess. Shelby says, Henry, the yo-yo loach. Yeah, he's adorable. How's Rod doing? Rod's doing fine, thank you. Just overworks himself. Everybody wants him to cut their lawn. And it's for legit reasons, like they're out of town and they don't want their house to look abandoned and stuff. But anyway, this is hornswort. We got some Mopani driftwood. We have some Java fern. We have guppy grass. There might even be a few pieces of some rotala up in there. And then over here are my American green Moscow. guppies. They have several drops in there. I got these from Rick at BAM Aquatics, and he got them from Steve. Cannot think of his last name now. He has a YouTube channel. He is an IFGA guppy breeder. And I lost one of my breeding males, but I have some juvenile males growing up. And Bob wanted a couple females, but I only have about 4 females and the rest of them are males. So I'm going to have to take some of the males out eventually so they don't wear out the females. There is no substrate. They're on glass. And Java moss in there, and Java fern, and some hornswort. That's some hornswort, and it looks like it's got some rotala mixed in it. Oh, Real's Tank's in the house. Hey, Real, how you doing? Good to have you in the live stream tonight. I promised everybody a tour of the room with my art. I don't know if you can't see this yet. This piece of art right here came from Freshwater Fish Freak's dad, and forgive me, I do not remember his name right now. I'll try to get the information and post it after the live stream. And of course, let me see. There is my Valentine green, my chocolate bass that Gina from Gina Aquatics, or what is it? Aquariums, Gina Tucker Aquariums. She hadn't been with us for a couple years. She had some life changes, and she was downsizing her fish room, so I don't know how many tanks that she has left. She's the one I bought the 55 from. I had 3 gouramis, I had a common pleco, I had an angelfish in there, and a paradise fish, and everybody's gone now. Some of them have passed away. Some of them have been rehomed. I'm all over my cords. So I keep hearing music, so I don't know if my husband's up or not. Good planning, Daryl. Donald Fish Vibes. Hi, Reels. I can't spell, Char says. Reels Tank says, I've been busy redoing my fish room. Awesome. How's it going? Did you add tanks? Take away any tanks? Did you add some corals and reefs and stuff? World Aquarium Singapore, can you zoom in? If you can zoom in, will be great. I'm sorry, World Aquarium Singapore, this is the camera that's integrated on my laptop, and I couldn't get any closer at this time. I will try to take some footage and post it on my channel, and make them more available for you. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get that colony going so that I can start selling them. They're going to be probably $65 a trio, and that's with express shipping. So I'm watching them, and it's got my Higger heater in there, and my and Bob, I think you were asking me about doing a review on that Higger heater, and I really am not happy with it because it's not really, it's holding at 72, but it's not performing like I thought it would, so I would not buy another one. Chewy, his channel won't open for me, only has 26 subs. Want to post it here, but yes, he just joined YouTube. Bob, is the 100 up yet, Reels? And Jess says, I had to evict a bunch of ram's horn snails today. I'm going to evict even more tomorrow. Well, if you don't cut back feeding in your tank, they're just going to keep reproducing, Jessie. So make sure that you're not overfeeding your tank, because if you leave them alone, this tank was overtaken with snails, but if you leave them alone, nature balances it itself. Donald says, what's your weekly time spent servicing those tanks? Weekly? I just do daily feedings, and I do water changes every 2 weeks. My tanks are older tanks and established. Now my American Greens, I try to do on a weekly basis because that's a new tank. And the 10-gallon that has the breeding trio in it, I was giving them 50% water change weekly, because I lost my half black, blue-black Moscows because that tank was not cycled. And I thought it was, but it crashed on me. I hope that helped, Donald. They're in my shrimp tank and they're stealing all the food from them. Okay. I would remove as many as I can see then, because they will compete with shrimp for the food. And I know if you drop in more food, all they're going to do is reproduce. The more food they have, the more they reproduce. Kayla says, I've never seen over there before, Susan. Looks like my desk. You know, I put that table in here for shipping packages, and it filled up. Any flat surface in my house fills up, Bob. So join my club. I don't ship though, maybe one day, Jess said. Okay. Reels Tank says, I got the rack up, but I need to put the plywood down and buff out the 100-gallon. Okay. Chewy says, snail eating fish or assassin snails work wonders for snail outbreaks. Jess, yeah, that's true. And yo-yo loaches, but yo-yo loaches are going to eat your shrimp. I'm enjoying my corridors. Henry the yo-yo loach was bugging everybody in the 55, and when I put him over here, I was concerned about him not having the same footprint to be swimming around, but he found the Cory cats. And now when he gets sleepy, he'll go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth on the glass, and then he goes to behind the sponge filter, head down, and he sleeps head down behind the sponge filter. And it's cute to watch. Jess says she's the snail assassin now. At long last, there's his page, Sam Scales YouTube page. Thank you, Bob. Donald says, I have that same problem. Crystal says, I get pond snails from my plant orders. Yep, it's better to dip your plants when you get them in, if you don't want snails, because you never know what you're going to get. World Aquarium Singapore, is it okay to ask for a sub mutual support here? Haha. Your channel's new. That's what I said a while ago. World Aquarium Singapore, we show love for love. And that term love for love means to check out everybody's channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you have content. If you don't have any content, we can't watch anything, so you have to put some content up so we can watch it. Click the like button, comment, and share. That's called love for love, because YouTube does not like us asking for subscriptions. We're allowed to do it when we create a video content and upload it, and we're we're allowed to invite you. If you like my channel and haven't subscribed, we invite you to hit that subscription button and that notification bell so you don't forget and you don't miss any content or live streams that we do. And if you like the content, please click the like button. And there is a share feature below where you can share it on other media like Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, and other formats that I'm not real familiar with, but you can share it. You can share the link in email or in Messenger, copy the link and share it. So I'm getting tired, guys. I will be flying out Saturday, so next week I will not be live streaming. So I love you. Thank you for your love and prayers. Don't forget to submit those articles for the September newsletter. I hope everybody has a blessed week. Remember to love and support one another. And I'll be seeing you real soon. Susan for SLC Aquatics. #FishFamMom.